It's a glow. Oh, I think it's my screen still swirling round, so I don't know if this is working. Let's hope the internet. Oh dear. Right, I think it's working now. Anyway, good morning, everybody. On this in Glasgow, anyway, it's a glorious sunny morning. Nearly said afternoon. Sunny morning. The sky is gloriously blue, and there's just a light feathery cloud floating across it. Absolutely gorgeous, and that really suits what we're calling Mellow Monday. And congratulations to the person who suggested this title, and of course they'll be getting a virtual hour of my time as I promised. Anyway, we always start, I'm hoping that we start and finish with my ABC core techniques, and hopefully for those of you who have been watching and listening that these are becoming your good habits now. Simple to use, easy to use, but proven psychological techniques. Anyway, mellow. Now, what does mellow mean? It means it's all about being happy and being calm, and it's taking life in your stride. Now, an itchy nose. Does that mean I'm going to be angry with somebody? I hope not. So, how can we do this? You can't be happy and you can't be calm all of the time, but you need techniques to stop you from becoming overstressed. So you need to stop worrying, stop stressing, stop freaking out about having too little time, too much time, too little to do, too much to do. And I think one of the words is this: can't. Just ditch the word can't. Don't get worked up. You need to let go and manage your stress. Yes, I'm not superhuman. We can get stressed, we can get anxious, but you need to approach life with as calm a mind as you can. Can't be all the time, but at least you can do this if, and there's various techniques. Now, some of these sound maybe like a broken record because you need to empower yourself. And that is, doing all this doesn't mean you don't care. When you empower yourself, it doesn't mean you don't care. What it does mean, it empowers you to change what you can change calmly. So you need to ask yourself certain questions like, what is causing you stress? Is it something you can control? If it is, then go do something about it. If it's something you can't control, then you need to let it go. Stop worrying about things you can't change. You can only change yourself. You can't change other people. You've got to learn to accept what you can't change. A particular example is we've got to stay in just now. Now, you're probably getting on top of each other. You're annoying each other. You're starting to maybe hate even having to be with your siblings, your parents, your children who are all annoying you. You're probably annoying them as well. So you need to find some way of accepting this situation with a calm mind. So it's kind of taking yourself off again just within a split second to have that 3 deep breaths and just a calm moment. Don't hold a grudge. Goodness me. I mean, we had Forgiving Friday. I've put up my videos on, I think, my YouTube channel. I'm trying to repeat the videos so that some of you who missed them can look again at them. But forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. If you hold a grudge, though, it will rule your life and you won't be able to move on. Very, very difficult. Talking about it obviously helps, but that can be difficult maybe in the current situation. Who do you turn to? Who do you talk to? So talk to yourself. You can. Find a private place and go to that. Could be the bathroom, doesn't matter. And of course now it is talking like a broken record, but journaling, writing down your thoughts and your feelings, that can really help. It helps you to keep in touch with your feelings and with your thoughts and how your mental state is. Doing this, say, a couple of times a week. You don't need to be writing your journal every minute unless you want to, but doing it a couple of times a week, and it doesn't need to be hugely long, like a War and Peace journal. But I think sometimes when we do that, you're raising maybe thoughts, negative thoughts, and it can be upsetting. So you need to follow some of this up with the affirmation. Remember the A for affirmation? That's using 3 P's. It's got to be P for personal, P for positive, and P for present tense. So if we're talking about Mellow Monday, then we would say, I am calm. And of course, the B for breathing, you saw I was taking a deep breath there. So you take a deep breath and then say, I am calm. Now you need to change your perspective, change your mindset. That doesn't happen in a day. It takes a while. So everything you do has got to be done in small steps. Remember, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one small step. Calming your mind. Now, people will say to me, and I say it to myself sometimes, how can I calm my mind? It's so full of information. And, if I tell you just now, look, just sit and calm your mind, I bet you start thinking about lots of things, and your head can almost feel as if it could explode. It can, and it can be difficult. So you could do do you remember my balloon exercise or my ribbon exercise? Put all these thoughts into a balloon and let it go. Wrap it tightly in a ribbon and let it go. Now, for the purpose of a Mellow Monday, you could use a yellow ribbon, and you can tightly tie it up in this yellow ribbon or yellow balloon and let it go. Let it float away and say to yourself in your head, I let it go. I let it go. And you can see it float away. You need to calm yourself with this. Now, the other thing is to focus. Remember, we talked about that. I love my FA, and I don't mean the rude word, I mean full attention. If you're focusing on something, give it your full attention. Even if it's just a minute or two or a conversation with someone, focus on that, not on other things. I mean, have you ever been to the supermarket, and as you're picking up things at the supermarket, you're thinking of, well, the children need to get picked up from school, or I need to be doing that at the office, or what? And your mind just goes all over the place. Try and just focus on what you're doing at that moment in time. Living in the present. That really is what mindfulness is all about. If you're living in the present, then you're more likely to succeed at what you're doing, rather than wondering about the future and wondering about all these other things. Of course, you need to take action. You actually need to take that one small step. It doesn't happen on its own. So a short walk can sometimes help. Now, I know we're all staying in just now, but we are allowed to go out for a short walk. Not far, it's not like going on holiday, but I think one of the best things is actually to be outside in the fresh air, and you're looking at nature. Now, if you're near a park, or you're opposite a park, or opposite somebody's beautiful garden, that's fabulous. But if you're like me, I'm in a street, but I can still look up and look out at the sky as I see that beautiful floating cloud is floating by. It gives me a sense of peace. It can clear your head when you breathe in the fresh air. And the air seems to be fresher with less pollution since we've all been in lockdown. That's a bonus, really. Physical exercise. Well, we've just said a walk, yes. I suppose it surprises me, maybe doesn't surprise me, but there are many people who are working out, jogging, cycling, lots more outside because they maybe can't get to gyms. And I find it quite interesting that when I see some of the posts saying, oh, I can't get to the gym and I don't know what I'm going to do and I really should be working out and doing this, what's happened to their mind workouts? If you're undertaking physical exercise, the first thing really you should be doing is working out your mind before you work out your body. Because if you teach yourself to work out your mind first and then along with your body, you will feel much, much better. You won't get frustrated. You will see things more in a positive light. So to me, for all the people working with their physical exercise, do your mind workout, and that is as you jog, you can see this is wonderful. I'm in the fresh air, I'm watching nature, and of course remember with me, I love watching it because I'm exercising in my mind. I've done so much watching people posting up that they've done their 10k or their 1k, it doesn't matter. I love doing that. So I feel better and I feel great looking at all of these. Listening to music, of course. Now, music can be really therapeutic and it can mellow you. But of course, it's got to be soothing music or music that you find soothing. I know that there will be people say, well, I like heavy metal and other. I don't think that's soothing. If you can find something that's slightly more soothing, listen to your favourite music at other times. If you want to be calm, you need to be looking at soothing music. It might be classical, it could be jazz, but something that you enjoy. It's extremely soothing. And even my Mind Bites meditations, they're soothing and it's only 2 or 3 minutes. We're not talking about lengthy periods of time here. And I think that's what people tend to forget. So I kind of don't have time for this. I don't have time to mellow. I don't have time to calm down. Well, I'm sorry. You really need to calm down and have a moment or two to yourself. Now, here's an exercise for you. If you're getting involved in a heated argument or everything's flaring up at home, which you can probably do just now, then take yourself off. You need to excuse yourself. You might even say, look, I need to go to the bathroom. Get yourself to a different place and either listen to a few calming pieces of music or just in your head take 3 deep breaths and say an affirmation. I am calm. Give yourself that moment and then you can go back into the room or not, perhaps. Now, if you're feeling overwhelmed, many people seem to be overwhelmed just now. And it's interesting that you can get so overwhelmed, you get in a bit of a tizzy and don't know what to do. Well, it's quite simple. Sit down or lie down and close your eyes. This can immediately help you feel less overwhelmed. If you're able to power nap, of course, I'm quite good at that. But if you're able to power nap, this can also help. But just 10 minutes. Don't go down. If you're somebody who maybe falls asleep and then you're there for an hour, you can actually waken up feeling worse. So try the power nap if you can do it for 10 minutes at most. And my broken record again, what am I going to say? Smile, costs you nothing, and laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. So again, in this terrible situation we're in, we're hearing all the time about what's happening, and it is awful for the people at the front line. And we've got to thank all of them for the job they are doing. But we need to also be watching maybe funny stories, funny films, look at the funny antics of animals, get silly, dress up. We've seen some postings of posties dressing up, people dressing up to take the bins out. Sing for no reason at all. Now cut down on caffeine or cut down on anything to do with caffeine. Really, that can increase your anxiety and you will feel less calm. You might get a boost of energy right away, and that's fine, but actually within a short time, you can really feel anxious and getting really upset and not calm. You will feel less calm. Avoid energy drinks at all costs. I can't believe some of the people that think, well, I need to get my energy drink. Now, it may give you a quick high, but actually the end result is you will feel anxious. And actually, when it wears off, you can even feel quite jittery and nervous. Avoid negative people. Don't surround yourself with what's it really like? That just can bring you down as well. You need to try and surround yourself with positive people. And if everybody in the house is negative, of course, take yourself off and just have your own you space. But when those around you are calm, then you feel calm as well. Now, I'm not superhuman, and I can fall into the traps that everybody else does and get down quite quickly. But I have a story on a parking fairy or a parking angel. I have often got to perhaps take somebody maybe to the hospital or drop them off somewhere. And if they're negative, the focus of the conversation is, we'll never get parked, we'll never get parked, we'll never get parked. And I have to say to them, look, please be quiet. Zip it. Because I focus on there's a parking space. I can see it. I can visualize it. I use my ABC. And I tell you, I have never failed to get a parking place, no matter how busy a car park is. It's quite interesting. So much so, actually, lots of people wanted to buy my parking fairy. Oh, I could have been a millionaire by this time, but it's in my mind. These are all mind exercises. So the next time, instead of saying, "Oh, I'll never get a parking place," "Oh, I won't be able to get near that shop," "Oh, I won't," stop it. Just turn all of that into positives, and you will feel better. And you will find that life kind of trundles along really much, much better than you would even imagine. Declutter. Oh, this is the perfect time to declutter. Just a drawer, it doesn't need to be a huge room. You can if you want to, but you will feel more mellow if you actually keep the space around you less cluttered. Now, in saying that, I have lots of books and papers, and they may look a bit of a clutter to you, but I know where everything is. And of course, if somebody comes in and tries to tidy all that away, probably happened to you, then you can't find anything. So I'm meaning more ordered, not necessarily a completely empty desk. In fact, I remember quite a funny story that people at work, they'd moved into new offices and it was all the open space, and everybody was told that all desks would be cleared, and they had cupboards at the end of the office where everybody had to put all their trays at night, same coloured trays, same coloured paper had to go into this cupboard. And of course, they did that the first night. And when they came in the next morning, nobody knew where their tray was. Nobody had named anything. So all the trays looked the same. So, in fact, it was better to have their desks with their trays, but have them tidy. So, decluttering is different from just completely empty space. But try and have your space maybe ordered and tidy up after you. Even if you're eating or using dishes or something, just tidy them up. It only takes a minute or two, and then you feel better when you get up in the morning and the place is perhaps tidier than it would have been if you'd just left everything. Time, well, don't stress about running out of time. Try and manage your time. If you're going to be doing something or got an appointment, give yourself time for the unexpected. Now, people laugh at me, but I actually have my watch or my clocks 15 minutes fast. Now, somebody said, but you know they're fast. I said, yes, but somewhere in my psyche, I know that I've got that extra 15 minutes. May sound crazy, but it works for me. So I know that I'm going to be there on time, and I don't need to worry about it. Don't juggle hundreds of things. I mean, we tend to, again, I suppose it's back down to like getting your list made. Certainly have your list of hundreds of things, but don't try and do them all at once. And don't worry if you don't get done what you wanted to get done. I would say that if you manage to get two things on the list or one thing on the list done, then just praise yourself. Praise yourself. Well, that's fantastic. I got that done today. And then start tomorrow. But also leave time for you. I think in this busy, busy world, and when we're all crammed in together, lots of people living in quite cramped conditions when we've all to stay in, it's very difficult to find just a space and a time for you. Try and find that. If you, as I say, I tend to say the bathroom a lot, but if it is the bathroom, shut the door and just take that minute or two to do your A, B, C. And of course, today is the start of a week. It seems to be beautiful. It's lovely weather. So I want you to think of your A as your I am calm. Take deep breaths. Deep breathing, effective breathing brings energy more than an energy drink. Just get your body filled with energy, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, as always, we finish with a Mind Bites meditation. And I love, and people seem to like this one too, is the golden sphere. Because with the golden sphere, you can actually imagine in your head and take yourself off to a special place, and it's inside the golden sphere. Now, if you're claustrophobic, which some people are, you don't need to step inside the golden sphere. You can stand beside it. So here we go, and it's been wonderful having you this first Monday morning, the Monday of the week, first day of the week, And thank you to all people who are tuning in. And thanks again to all our wonderful frontline and emergency workers. They're doing a fantastic job, with some of them against all odds. So, if you want now to listen to the Mind Bites meditation, then this is very effective in helping you to feel safe and secure, and it will calm you down so you can feel calm. Use it when you feel vulnerable. Use it when you feel anxious or stressed. And it will help you when you need to protect yourself from negative people, negative emotions, whether these are your own or others. So stop the negativity and take yourself into the golden sphere. So imagine yourself, close your eyes and just imagine yourself standing on sun-drenched sand. Feel the sun on your face. Feel the warmth. You are relaxed. You are calm. On your right, there is a large golden sphere. You feel its warmth, its glow all around you. You feel warmth flowing through your body. You feel calm. You feel confident. Stand beside the golden sphere or step inside. A feeling of warmth and calm engulfs you. You feel protected. You feel safe and calm. Now take 3 deep breaths in to the count of 3 and hold to the count of 3. Then exhale slowly. Take another deep breath in to the count of 3. Hold to the count of 3. And then exhale. Take another deep breath in and then out. Now slowly open your eyes. Step out of the large golden sphere. You still feel its warmth. You feel calm. And say to yourself, I feel calm. I feel confident. I am relaxed. I feel safe and secure. I know I can step inside this golden sphere anytime I need or I want to feel safe, secure, and calm. Now just when you finish a meditation, kind of shrug your shoulders, just relax and let yourself sort of just take a moment to kind of come to. I hope that's set you up for the day and it's kick-started the day. Tomorrow, I haven't thought of a title yet. I think somebody suggested Tenacious Tuesday. I think we've had that. But if you can find a positive title beginning with T for Tuesday, then I'll come back tomorrow. And if there's a winner, which hopefully there will be, then you can have a virtual hour of my time to talk about anything you want to. I really enjoy these. These are two-way to me. I feel inspired by everyone listening and watching, and thank you for that. Okay, have a great day. Bye just now.